a video on something I bought in the supermarket. So I was in Lidl and I was having a faff around and looking at stuff out of curiosity, and there was a section where they're selling off cheaper kind of stuff, and I saw this, which is all-purpose seasoning. It says, what does it say? I read it and it said it's for meats and it's okay. All-purpose seasoning for meats, fish, and vegetables, dishes, soups, and sauces. And I looked at it and I kind of thought to myself, that looks like powdered chicken stock. Has it got chicken in it? It looks like powdered chicken stock. Yeah, if it's for what we call it. Yeah. I was kind of thinking it's certainly not going to be vegetarian if you're going to add it too. So it's got in salt, sugar, dry dehydrated vegetables, carrot, onion, stuff like parsnips, onion, flavouring, spices, oil, extract. Oh no, it's got no chicken in it. It's got no. May also contain eggs, milk, mustard, and soya. So there's no chicken in there. So it's basically like a vegetable. I'm just having to watch something. I've got some milk boiling. So vegetable stock, and it was a good price. It was for a kilo. It was £1.99, and I normally buy. I'm just keeping an eye. I really should have boiled them up before I started the video, shouldn't I? No, that's right. It's boiled. That's fine. I'm gonna leave that to cool down. I'm making yogurt. So it just needs to boil and then cool down to about 45 degrees. So I normally buy chicken stock cubes. And I was kind of thinking, for £1.99, that's a lot compared to the amount that you buy for chicken stock cubes. So we'll taste it in a second. But I was kind of interested. I was kind of thinking, could you use that instead of chicken stock cubes? Chicken stock cubes is kind of cheap. You normally pick them up from between, for 12 of those packs, anything between 35p and about 40p, depending on where you buy them from. Obviously a lot more expensive in different supermarkets. Lidl and Aldi tend to be your cheapest ones. You get 12 and there's 120 grams in that. So 12 stock cubes, 10 grams a piece, 120 grams. And if they're 40p a piece, that means we can buy 5 of those for a pound, for the same price that we bought that for. So that was £1.99, so £1.99's worth of that is 5 of those, and that only comes to 600 grams. So is it more economical to buy that than it is to buy those? That was my kind of thoughts. So I'll boil up a bit of water and we'll kind of see, we'll give it a kind of taste. So I'm going to stick the finger in it and see what it kind of tastes like. I mean, I don't want the vegetables in it, so we've kind of got to factor in that. So we're going to wrap the finger, stick it in. Yeah, kind of salty, vegetably type of thing. So I don't want the vegetables in it. So we'll kind of sieve those out. But we'll kind of take, what I'll do is I'll boil up some water and we will take 10 grams of that, sieved 10 grams worth of that, and a 10 gram stock cube, and add to the same amount of water, and we'll see what kind of, that's 450 millilitres. So we'll take 450 millilitres for one stock cube of that, and 450 millilitres of water for that, and 10 grams worth of stock. We'll mix them together. We'll see what it tastes like, and if that tastes better than that, it's going to be far more economical to buy that, even though I'm going to have to sieve out those vegetable things in, because I wouldn't want those in soup. If I was making like anything but a vegetable soup, I wouldn't want those in. So that's what I'll do. But I'll do that off camera because it's kind of like a bit. Oh, actually, I could have been doing it while I was talking, but you know, hindsight and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we'll do. We'll give it a taste, and then we'll kind of see. But I think that's going to be more economical than that. And in these times where things are going up in price, I think if you can save yourself a few pennies here and there, it's probably a good idea. And the stuff that I sieve out of that, I won't kind of waste. I'll use that up in some kind of other form. So if I was doing some kind of like rice pilaf kind of dish, I'd use those vegetables in there. So I won't waste them. But I think, yeah, I think we'll have to see. So I have sieved out the vegetable particles just through like a rough, quite a big sieve. So it's got rid of all those vegetables particles in, and it's come in at 870 grams worth of like the pure. There's a bloody fly. pure stocky stuff. And then, so I'll put 10 grams worth of that in there, and then 10 grams worth of the stock cube in there. So that's both 10 grams. So we'll kind of do a taste test, and we need to put in 450 millilitres. Both jugs are the same. I just need to, actually let's not do 450, let's do 400 because I can't guess. It hasn't got 450 on it, so let's just do 400. But as long as we do 400 for both, then it's a fair test, isn't it? And I always think these stock cubing things always need more stock cube in them than the actual water that they say anyway. That's quite a vibrant colour, to say the least. I need to turn that down on that so we've got to stir with. Well, that one's kind of dissolved kind of quite easily, hasn't it? Stock cubes always take a little bit longer, but I think, you know, the look of them. I mean, it's still got the bits of herbs in it, but stock cubes generally tend to have the bits like herbs in them anyway, so I need a whisk, don't I? And I'm using my whisk for something else. I'll pause and I'll go and get a whisk. Right, I've got my whisk. Let's get rid of the spoon. So. I mean, to be honest, I think all this kind of stuff will come out of the same factory. It looks the same. It smells the same. I mean, I know I used that into there like that, but it doesn't really matter, that does it? Concentrate the flavour too much. So, is that one going to be, what's that thing in the bottom there? And just a little bit of, I don't know what that is, that don't want to melt, but it doesn't matter. It depends what you're going to be using it in. If you're going to use it in a soup, it's not going to matter. So I think that one's going to be stronger. That is quite strong. That's going to be certainly stronger than a stock cube. This one's saltier. Yeah, that one's saltier. I can certainly tell the difference in the. There's not going to be that much chicken in this one. It's like chicken. It's not really chicken. I don't know what chicken to put in it. It's probably called something like chicken extract, chicken fat. So it's the flavour from the chicken fat and chicken skin, chicken meat. You can taste the chicken in it. But this one, that's a lot saltier. That's a lot saltier, is that one. And similar type of flavour, but saltier. So, from that, my thoughts are, let's just move those there so we can get a better look. From that, my thoughts are that money-wise, it's better buying this all-purpose seasoning. And then if you're going to use it as like a stock cube, all you need to do is just sieve out these vegetable bits, use those for like, I don't know, fragrant rice type of dish, like a pilaf. Put those in a pilaf, save them, and then use all the powder for a. It's a lot, but it's like stock cubes. It's as an investment. It's certainly you're going to certainly get a lot more bang for your buck with what we call it, with that seasoning than these stock cubes. And in these tight times, when all the prices are kind of going up, that's kind of worth knowing, isn't it? But there we go. I've done it, so you don't have to. I recommend this one.